Thank you so much for your patience. Uh, uh, Today we are assembled here to have a workshop. It's not a seminar, it's a workshop in which we are being represented by three toppers of the country, some the current, some the older ones. तो आज ये वर्कशॉप में आप सबके पास एक संवाद के नाम से एक आंसर राइटिंग का एक ही होगा. तो वर्कशॉप में क्या हो रहा है कि आई मस्ट ब्रीफ यू फर्स्ट कि बेसिक आपको आंसर राइटिंग की जो भी नॉलेज है वो ये शेयर करेंगे टॉपर्स आपके साथ. यू नीड टू राइट दैट अभी यहाँ पे, क्योंकि दिस इज द मेन मोटिव कि आप समझेंगे कैसे लिखना है. इसमें क्वेश्चंस जो हैं आप देखेंगे उस पर आपको यू नीड टू राइट एंड देन सबमिट इट. इट विल गेट इवेल्युएटेड एंड गेट बैक टू यू ये कॉपीज. इन सब चीज़ों पे जो पूछा गया है उस पर डेफिनेटली दीज टॉपर्स आर गोइंग टू शेड सम लाइट एंड दे विल डेफिनेटली कवर द थिंग देयर, राइट. तो आप इसको प्लीज़ भर के लिखने की कोशिश कीजिएगा. डोंट गो बाय दैट वे, क्योंकि आई जस्ट वांट टू कोट वन थिंग ऑफ एरिस्टोटल, देन आई विल कॉल खान सर टू टेक द डायस. देखिए, एरिस्टोटल सेड दैट सक्सेस इज और एक्सीलेंस इज नॉट एन एक्सीडेंट. इट इज कॉम्बिनेशन ऑफ योर हाई इंटेंशन. हाई इंटेंशन आप लोग की दिख रही है, आप यहाँ बैठे हुए हैं. हाई इंटेंशन, देन सिंसियर एफर्ट्स. सिंसियर एफर्ट्स यू हैव टू पुट इट डाउन देयर. एंड देन आपका जो एग्जीक्यूशन है वो उसका इम्प्लीमेंटेशन बहुत स्ट्रांग होना चाहिए. दैट इज द लास्ट थिंग. सो इफ यू कंबाइन ऑल दीज थिंग्स इट विल बी हेयर. आपका आंसर उससे कंप्लीट हो जाएगा. सो दिस इज द वर्कशॉप. ओके, so let me now introduce those who do not need any introduction. We have the island of excellence who has been an experience over 3 decades, Dr. Khan, with us. Please give him a huge round of applause. Then we have SDM Gadarwada, IAS Shushti Jayant Deshmukh, now Gowda as well. So, and an author as well, right? IAS officer plus author. Then we have Dr. Arjun, who is Deputy Secretary Ayush, Government of MP. And last but not the least, the current topper, Gunjita Agrawal, ranked 26. So, without taking any time, I want to call Dr. Khan sir to speak few minutes, couple of minutes, on the mindset of the examiner with context of the UPSC. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Anshul. 2 minutes, the time will start after 5 minutes. So, 30 सेकंड और ले गई. बोलती है कि 1.5 मिनट से ज़्यादा मत बोलिएगा. This is what she said in my ears. ज़बरदस्ती तो नहीं भगाएंगे ना यहाँ से? नहीं ना, तो मैं बोलूँगा थोड़ी देर. बोलूँ? All right, let me speak for a few minutes. ये आज जो हम लोग मिले, this is a workshop. It's not a seminar or it's not a thing. हमारा जो इंटेंशन है कि यहाँ से आप लोग कुछ ले करके जाएं, कुछ सीख करके जाएं. और जैसा कि अंशुल सर ने बोला कि मुझे आप वहीं बोलिए जहाँ से आप आते हैं, हमारी पीढ़ी के बारे में बोलिए. I think I should speak about the mind of the examiner. आप देखो, ये बड़े बड़े टॉपर्स बैठे हुए हैं यहाँ पे. और बट एक चीज़ आप ज़रूर ध्यान रखो कि ये जब बताएंगे टेक्निक्स, या आपने कुछ और टेक्निक सीखा होगा, ये कुछ अलग भी हो सकते हैं. मतलब ज़रूरी नहीं है कि एक ही बीटन पाथ है कि उसी को करेंगे तो उसी से काम होगा. देयर आर डिफरेंट वेज टू गो अबाउट इट. एंड आई वुड लाइक यू टू इंडिविजुअली आस्क दोज कि इसको मैं कैसे करूँ, इसको कैसे, क्योंकि हर का अलग अलग सवाल हो सकता है. So what we have decided about this particular system today is that first we'll talk about some general जो common चीज़ है उसके बारे में बताएंगे. After that, the next thing that we have is कि you will write down, जो भी कैसा भी लिखेंगे आप, घबराए नहीं, लिखना चाहिए, आप लिखें. मैं अच्छा मत लिखें, अच्छा कुछ होता नहीं है, करते करते अच्छा हो जाता है. I think you have to actually as I keep telling everybody, and then hopefully some of you remember also, you have to fail. If you don't want to fail, you have to fail. So fail fast. जितनी जल्दी फेल कर जाएंगे उतना कम फेलियर बचेगा आपके लाइफ में. अटैकीफोबिया नहीं होना चाहिए, फियर ऑफ फेलियर नहीं होना चाहिए, because that fear of failure makes people fail. So more you fail, quicker you fail, every day you fail. I pray you fail every day. That means you are working towards your goal. Failure is the only guarantee that हाँ मैंने काम किया. उसके बाद जो आप लिख देंगे यहाँ जमा कर देंगे, we'll evaluate and get back to you. And then these toppers, I have requested them to come back and talk to you individually. हम अभी कई फ्लोर में बात कर रहे हैं. फिर then they would talk to you and हर अलग अलग फ्लोर पे अलग अलग हम लोग जाकर के अलग अलग क्वेश्चन देंगे. बट इसके पीछे जब आपने जवाब लिख दिया होगा तभी आपको कुछ पता लगेगा. You will know your problems when you do it. What I have been basically advised by Anshul sir to talk about is that देखो हम अलग पीढ़ी है. I mean I think we are a big generation gap. तो इसकी वजह से क्या प्रॉब्लम होता है कि if I'm asking something to you, quite often you don't understand what I have asked. Because मेरा बैकग्राउंड, मेरा एजुकेशन, मेरा एक्सपर्टीज, आप जनरल स्टडीज के लोग हैं, बट हो सकता है कोई हिस्ट्री वाला हिस्ट्री का क्वेश्चन सेट करता हो, ज्योग्राफी वाला ज्योग्राफी का क्वेश्चन सेट करता हो, इकोनॉमी वाला इकोनॉमी का क्वेश्चन, एथिक्स वाला एथिक्स का क्वेश्चन सेट करता है. तो हर लोगों का एक बहुत जनरेशनल गैप प्लस एक्सपर्टीज गैप ऑफ द फील्ड दैट वी कम फ्रॉम. तो वो एक मैंने क्या पूछा आपसे कई बार आपको नहीं पता होता है. तो इट इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट इन केजी वी मेक यू अंडरस्टैंड कि डिमांड क्वेश्चन का क्या है, वो एक बार समझना पड़ता है. दूसरा जो एक इशू होता है कि आपने मुझे बोला, नाउ अगेन आई कम फ्रॉम अ डिफरेंट प्लैनेट, यू कम फ्रॉम अ डिफरेंट प्लैनेट. आपने जो लिखा चूंकि आपको पहली बार ही पूरी तरह से समझ में नहीं आया तो कि मैंने क्या मांगा था, तो जब व्हेन यू आर राइटिंग दैट आंसर, क्वाइट पॉसिबली आई एम नॉट गेटिंग बिकॉज आई नेवर आस्क्ड दैट दोज डायमेंशंस दैट यू आर राइटिंग हियर. So what you end up doing is that you're actually writing, you're not answering. And I always tell people there's a humongous gap between writing and answering. दोनों बहुत अलग चीज हैं. तो एक अच्छी बात इसमें और एक ही अच्छी बात इसमें यह है कि ये प्रॉब्लम सबकी प्रॉब्लम है. ऐसा नहीं कि सिर्फ आपके साथ हो रहा, मेरे लिए आपके लिए जनरेशन अलग आ गया, आपके लिए समझ अलग आ गई. तो इसमें हमें करना क्या है कि बाकियों से कम खराब करना है. That's what it is. अगर बाकियों से आप कम खराब करते हैं तो you are ahead of others. तो बाकियों से कम खराब कैसे किया जाए? Of course, आप अपने लिए अपनी तरफ से अपने लिए अच्छा ही कर रहे होते हैं, बट आपने जब बहुत सारी प्रैक्टिस कर ली होती है तो you normally get into that stage. इसको मैं हमेशा बोलता हूं कि you are not in a all India competition. You are in a meta state of competition. A meta state of competition is that you are competing with your own self. You give your best. I mean, I think एक लाइन है सृष्टि का, मुझे कभी भी मतलब वो निकलता नहीं दिमाग से. She told me that कि सर मैंने इतना प्रैक्टिस किया था कि लगता था मेरा हाथ कट के गिर जाएगा. I don't think she remembers this line. But this is what it takes when she was competing with Srishti herself. That was a meta state of competition. वैसे भी आपको क्या पता कोई कर्नाटक में बैठे कैसे तैयारी कर रहा है? आपको थोड़ी पता होता है कि उसने क्या क्या कर रखा है. You can't compete with that person. आपको एक मेटा स्टेट में जाना पड़ेगा कंपटीशन के लिए, और मेटा स्टेट ऑफ कंपटीशन यू आर competing with your own self, finding a better version every single hour. So if you are finding a better version of yourself every single hour, you are moving towards that. And then of course ये बहुत slow process है. It is gradually going to happen, but you have to keep working on that. आज एक छोटा सा एग्जाम्पल आपको मिलेगा, हाँ इसमें तो ये मांगा गया था, इसको तो ऐसे लिखना था. हो सकता है उसके करीब हो आप, लेकिन जो पढ़ने वाला उसको भी उतना ही करीब लगता है. तो वो चीज आपको सेंसिटाइज करके विल ट्राई टू रिटर्न इट. दिस इज नॉट ए सेमिनार, यूजुअल सेमिनार जो होता है जिसमें बताते हैं कि कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट में हम ये करते हैं. वी जस्ट वांट ऑल ऑफ यू टू गेट बैक विथ सम कॉन्क्रीट इनसाइट्स अबाउट योरसेल्फ, योर ओन राइटिंग. एंड इफ यू हैव गॉट सम एक्सक्लूसिव डाउट, आई एम ऑलवेज अवेलेबल. मैं इधर ही घूमता फिरता रहता हूँ. These people are the real people. You could possibly ask those questions to them and they would be happy to answer, but only after you have gone through this entire process of this. Let's do this an academic exercise more than a exercise of normally seminars are marketing exercise. I think I'm not ashamed of saying that. This is nothing like that. It is only when you get to know a little more about your own self, right? So sorry about exceeding my limit of 2 minutes, but when I see these young faces, I just can't control myself. Thank you very much for being patient. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. That's why I said he's in islands of accident. The reason being the meta state kind of जो बात sir ने बोली है, it was really very intriguing. It happens you feel very small when you are sitting with the galaxy of intellectuals like this. So I would like to request Gunjita Agarwal madam to come up and speak her mind out. And I hope, I don't know how many of you are knowing, she is like maximum number in ethics. So I think she will definitely share her wisdom in ethics.
So firstly, before starting answer writing and getting into the approach, I want to tell that this is a very special moment for me, because whenever we think of starting a preparation, there are always some proud moments for all of us. One of it could be visiting your school again. One of it could be visiting your college back again. And one of those proud moments for me is sharing the stage with these three people here, and specifically the lady there, because I think she's my senior from school, but the inspiration and the amount of courage that she gives to all of us in terms of UPSC preparation is commendable. And from this stage, again, I want to thank especially both of them for contributing in my journey. And let's begin about answer writing now. So I'll talk about 5 major points about answer writing. So this comes with the caveat that I started my preparation in 2018, and my answer writing approach has developed over the years. But some things have remained constant, and the first one amongst them is for answer writing, first start building your own content. Because if you do not have good content, you will not be able to write good answers. Content, जब मैं कह रही हूँ, इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि आपके पास एकदम परफेक्ट इंट्रोडक्शन, बॉडी एंड कंक्लूजन सब कुछ एक पेपर पे रिटन होना चाहिए. बट for every subject that you are attempting, if you are trying to write a question on internal security, आपको उसके basic tenets पता होने चाहिए. You should know what are the basic definitions. You should know what are the conventions around international terrorism. What do we have as international laws, and what are probably the steps taken by the government. So when you will know this, you will realize that you are not facing the initial inertia that we face in answer writing. Because a lot of us think that how do we start answer writing? We start by building content. And added to this is one more part where a lot of us after some time feel that we have gotten stagnated at answer writing part. That is because we are following the same content. If we do not improve our content, we cannot improve our answer writing. So for people who have been writing answers, who are in their second year, third year of preparation, if you want to improve your answer writing, if you feel that you're not getting good marks, it's probably because you have not improved your content over the years. I was improving my content for 2 to 3 to 4 years technically. I was changing my ethics example from first year to second year to third year. The examples that she must have written, they must have written will be different from what I have written, because the relevance of those examples reduces. Some part will be like static, like the Mahabharata, Ramayana quotes and everything, but the recent examples will change. I would need to mention COVID in the context of COVID in my answers, because that had become relevant when I was writing the paper. So the number one thing is content. Number two is understanding the demand of the question. I cannot explain it better than what Khan sir has already done, that you need to not only write the answer, but answer the question. Answer what the examiner is asking you to answer. Like focusing on the keyword is the first step. But I remember when I was writing answer in 2018, I used to write whatever I knew around the topic. So if there is a question on what is good governance, what are the ethical values, I would end up writing on good governance, because मेरे पास उसी के notes थे and उतना ही मुझे याद है. But that is not what you should do. You should understand that the question is not about only good governance, but also about something आगे, which is about ethical values also. It might have something else. This is what I learned in my later attempts, that if you write only what is asked in a proper manner, 70 to 80% of the job is done, and that 20% will come when you understand that the question is also will also have a futuristic perspective. You need to give some futuristic understanding or some positive understanding about the question also. So that will become your 15 to 20%. And sir mentioned that I scored highest in ethics is probably because I did that 15 to 20% extra, and which I learned from her, because she used to write that extra 1 point in the end, that especially in sociology, people who are having sociology as an optional, if there is a paper 1 question, you need to write about a paper 2 thinker or an Indian context in the end. So the second would be understanding the demand of the question. The third is probably structuring. Now structuring, when I say, there are 2 types of structuring. The first one would be content structuring. Like, what is the question asking and how do you plan to write it? This is useful not only to make the life of the examiner easier, to be able to mark you on different, headings, subheadings clearly, but also for you to generate points. Because once you structure your question, you know that this 1 page I am going to give to advantages probably, and the second page to disadvantages, and then there will be a conclusion. So then you will be able to understand, okay, for advantages, because I have this whole page now, I need to add more than 4 to 5 points. And when you add those additional points, those points will get converted into marks. So content structuring is the first part, and the second part I would say is the spatial structuring. Like, how are you representing your answers in your paper? If you're giving a heading, are you leaving some space? This is what I learned from her again, because how are you leaving the space? Are you making your subheading very clear? Are you underlining your keywords very properly? Are you making a box or something around an example where you can clearly show the examiner that this is the example? And these are the number of examples I have written. For ethics, I was quoting example after every point. Like, literally after every point, I had a list of examples, and I was making sure that I quote them, and my job does not get over there. After quoting, I was making boxes around them, like a triangle, or underlining them if I do not have time. So the third part of structuring, I think, is the most important to get good marks. Content structuring and the spatial structuring. And each one of us, as sir mentioned, will have a unique structuring pattern. We will, because it depends on our own handwriting. Like, I had a handwriting which was readable for most of the time. It was legible. So I needed to provide less space. But one of my friend was writing in a very flowy part, so he needed to, increase the line spacing. So this will be a personal decision, and this will happen when you sit down with your answers more and compete with yourself more, which sir has already mentioned. Number 4 is the marks enhancement part, and I think that is something which takes you from that 100 to 120 and takes your rank from from not getting into the list to getting into the list to making it to the top. मार्क्स एनहांसमेंट का मतलब है कि GS1 में इट कुड बी मैप्स इन ज्योग्राफी, GS2 में इट कुड बी पार्लियामेंट्री कमिटीज, GS3 में इकोनॉमी में इट कुड बी द गवर्नमेंट स्कीम्स, GS4 में इट इज द एग्जाम्पल्स. So for every subject there are marks enhancement techniques, and those marks enhancement techniques you have to be mindful, especially people who write mains or who are writing mains in this room. You need to be very careful that once your structuring, basic structuring is done, what are you adding extra? Like, what is that 1 point? What is that 1 committee? What is that 1 fact? What is that 1 diagram? I remember this year the question was in art and culture around horse and bull, and I remember making that Dravidian architecture temple and Sarnath pillar on my paper, because not a lot of us knew about a lot of points in that question, but making that point might probably help the examiner give me 1 more marks, and that would have converted into a good GS1 score. So marks enhancement is also something, but this will come at a later stage. You need to do the first, second and third. First was content, second was understanding the demand of the question, third was structuring, and then marks enhancement comes. If you do not do first, second and 3, you will not be able to improve your marks, because you have not set a solid base for yourself. And setting a strong foundation is very important in terms of answer writing. And the number 5th is what we all know, which is practicing and completing the paper. Like, you cannot miss out 2-3 questions and expect that you will get a very high score, because you have not even given the chance to the examiner to evaluate your paper. And even if you write something down there, you will tend to get around 2 to 3 marks. But if you do not write anything, that's a 0. So that you can do, like I used to treat every question equally, 7 minutes to every question, irrespective of the fact that I know that question or not. So you can do the same. Probably what you will do is, give 1 or 2 minutes less. You will probably devote 5 minutes to that question, and you might increase 1 or 2 minutes in a case study question, for example, in ethics. But you do not end up not writing that question. Now, how do you generate content for the questions you do not know? It will come with time. And there was a question around cellulose in our paper. And not coming from a science background, I didn't remember any of it. But I ended up writing something around biodiversity and something generating some points there. And each one of us who has made it wrote that answer. We did not skip that question. So you have to, complete the paper, and that will happen when you beforehand, like questions, you have been given questions today. So some questions might be questions which you have never come across. So if you attempt them with, full integrity and full honesty, that I'll write whatever comes to my mind, I will structure whatever comes to my mind the best, you will be able to do it in the real exam also. But if you expect that suddenly new questions would come in the main final exam and you will ace it, it might be difficult. So when I was practicing daily on, online platforms or test series, these were the questions which I was attempting. And when I was attempting them, I was subconsciously framing a structure that maybe a geography question, I would do this, write around this. So this will start happening with you as soon as you start writing more answers. So at the end, my only advice would be that write as many answers as possible and self-evaluate them. If you do not have anybody to evaluate, like previous year questions, I got asked this question yesterday that, ma'am, how do I evaluate those previous year questions? Do I send it to somebody? See, there are teachers to support and they will check your answers, but you have to learn how to self-evaluate also. You have to learn how to evaluate from those toppers' answer copies also and understand that what have they written and what have I missed out. When you will evaluate, we will understand that those 3 points, did I write the content that I had, like all the content, did I make a structure, did I address the demand of the question? I think that will help you in comparing and self-evaluating. And if you do all of this, I think you should be able to score well. And at the end, thank you from my end.
Thank you so much. Very meticulously planned Panchatantra type of like 5 point bata ke she enlightened everyone. Thank you so much. Now I would like to request Shushti madam to come up and share her pearls of wisdom.
Before I begin, thank you so much, Khan sir, for giving us an opportunity again to interact with the students. And it's always great to come back to the same classroom, and you were sometimes sitting at that end and now you're here. So the difference is not much. And the example that the difference is not much is sitting right here, Gunjita. She is my school junior, and it is such a proud moment for me to having, that I'm able to share a stage with her now. There used to be a time where after my selection, I used to keep telling her ki, ये कर सकते हैं, ये हो जाएगा, ये कर सकते हैं, इससे, this is something which can enhance, or, this happens, that happens. Today, I'm so happy that she is going to experience all of that firsthand, and she's a part of the Indian Administrative Service now. So, first of all, congratulations, Gunjita. And she is from our own hometown. हम सब भोपाल के ही हैं. So, the environment which we all come through, everything is very much same. So, just a small message before I get into the technicalities कि हम कर सकते हैं. No matter where, no matter what your family background is, no matter what your educational background is, if you really put your mind into it, that you want to crack this exam and get into the top ranks, you can do it. So, first of all, कोई भी mental fog block होगा तो उसको छोड़ देना है, and you should directly get into the nitty-gritties of the preparation, right? So, here we are talking specifically, as Khan sir told, it's a kind of a workshop in answer writing. And Gunjita walked you through, as what Anshul sir told, the Panchatantra of answer writing. So I'm sure that some of you might have noted these points down. Some of you might remember. Content. What was next? Demand of the question. Structure is important. Marks enhancement. And practice. Yes. So these are the basic things which you need to keep in mind whenever you start answer writing or in the course of your writing. और थोड़ा डिटेल में जाते हैं. So let's assume that you are seeing a question. Okay, we will divide it into two parts: decoding the question and decoding the answer. Right? Both the things are equally important. Remember one thing, ये कॉलेज की एग्जाम नहीं है कि 2 पेज ब्लैंक 3 पेज ब्लैंक दिख रहे हैं और उसको भर देंगे तो मार्क्स मिल जाएंगे. मिल जाते हैं मार्क्स, मुझे भी मिले हैं, आपको भी मिले हैं, बट दैट्स नॉट हाउ यूपीएससी इवैल्यूएट्स. सो इट्स नॉट अबाउट फिलिंग द स्पेस, इट इज़ अबाउट केटरिंग टू द डिमांड ऑफ द क्वेश्चन. उसके पहले ये पता करना है कि क्वेश्चन क्या एक्सपेक्ट कर रहा है आपसे. राइट? हाउ डू यू डू दैट? यू रीड द क्वेश्चन ट्वाइस. पहले तो वट एवर क्वेश्चन यू आर गिवन, read that question twice, read each and every word that is written out there. ठीक है? कोई भी क्वेश्चन में आपको एक आइडेंटिफाई करना है, एक बैकग्राउंड थीम होगा. कोई भी क्वेश्चन अगर होगा, एक बैकग्राउंड थीम के बारे में बात कर रहे होंगे, कुछ एक होगा. इट माइट बी ग्लोबलाइजेशन, इट माइट बी सम सोशल थिंग, इट माइट बी, जैसे शी वॉज टॉकिंग इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी का उसने एग्जाम्पल दिया, इट माइट बी सम इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी इशू. So there is some broad theme around which that question has been constructed. ठीक है? उसके बाद आप देखोगे there is some focus point जो वो आपको पूछ रहे होंगे. बैकग्राउंड और फोकस पॉइंट में क्या अंतर है? बैकग्राउंड एक ब्रॉड आपको थीम दे दिया कि इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी से क्वेश्चन है, देयर इज समथिंग अबाउट इंटरनल सिक्योरिटी, लेकिन दे आर आस्किंग अबाउट द इलीगल ड्रग ट्रैफिकिंग से इन द ईस्टर्न पार्ट ऑफ इंडिया. तो दैट बिकम्स द फोकस पॉइंट. तो आप अगर केवल बैकग्राउंड के बारे में बात करके छोड़ दोगे और आप वो फोकस पॉइंट पे बात नहीं करोगे तो आपको मार्क्स नहीं मिलेंगे. तो आप जब क्वेश्चन पढ़ रहे हो तो ये 2-3 पॉइंट्स हैं जो आपके यू शुड बी एबल टू क्विकली थिंक इन योर माइंड कि व्हाट इज एग्जैक्टली द एग्जामिनर एक्सपेक्टिंग फ्रॉम अस. इसके बाद जो थर्ड चीज आपको क्वेश्चन में देखनी है दैट इज द क्वेश्चन वर्ड. एग्जैक्टली क्वेश्चन वर्ड क्या है? क्वेश्चन डायरेक्टिव्स क्या होते हैं? जैसे यू हैव डिस्कस, यू हैव एनालाइज, you have explain, है ना, elaborate, है ना. So when you have detailed classes here, I'm sure that faculty members and sir भी बहुत बार ये चीज़ अलग अलग इसमें बताते हैं कि how do you differentiate. There is sometimes there's a very thin line of difference between how to answer a question जिसमें discuss लिखा हो और जिसमें something like elaborate और describe लिखा हो. right? So describe और discuss क्या thin line है वो हमें थोड़ा सा पहले ही workout कर लेना है ना. एंड अगर इलेबोरेट है, डिफाइन है, देयर कैन बी मैनी, जस्टिफाई, है ना. सो इन सब चीज़ों का पहले वर्कआउट कर लेना कि हर एक क्वेश्चन वर्ड को हमें किस तरीके से हैंडल करना है. सो दिस इज द थर्ड थिंग विच यू नीड टू मेक श्योर कि आप प्रॉपरली देख रहे हैं. एंड देन द फोर्थ थिंग इज द पार्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चन. कई बार क्या होता है ना, क्वेश्चन इज वेरी वर्बोस, मतलब देयर इज अ स्टेटमेंट गिवन एंड देन नीचे आता है इन द लाइट ऑफ द अबव स्टेटमेंट डिस्क्राइब. तो क्वेश्चन तो उतना ही है कि इन द लाइन ऑफ द अबव स्टेटमेंट डिस्क्राइब. दिस इज लाइक वन थिंग. कई बार 2 स्टेटमेंट्स में क्वेश्चन होता है ना. what are the incidents of illegal trafficking happening, or what is the issue there and what can be done about it. So this makes 2. That means अगर आपका 10 मार्कर है तो you have to see कि क्या आपको equal weightage देना है दोनों पार्ट्स ऑफ द क्वेश्चन को. अगर आपका 15 मार्कर है, कोई एक डिफाइन बोल दिया और फिर बोला डिस्क्राइब, तो यू कैन से कि 1/3 ऑफ द आंसर मैं डिफाइन करूंगा और फिर मैं बाकी 2/3 जो है, बाकी और चीजें जो पूछी हैं उसमें डिस्क्राइब है, डिस्कस है, इवैल्यूएट है, उसको करूंगा. सो दीज आर सम ऑफ द थिंग्स विच यू शुड डू व्हेन यू रीड द क्वेश्चन. गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? Then let's move on to how do you decode an answer. When you go to the answer, as she told, there are 3 things: structure, content and presentation. ठीक है, all of your answer will go around these 3 things only. Structure, you know the basic structure of the answer. All of you know. How do you begin with an introduction? You go to the body of the arguments and then you give a way forward and you conclude, right? So this is the basic structure of the question. This will go for both your case studies. It will go for any answer. ठीक है? इसी जो हम बात कर रहे हैं स्ट्रक्चर की, इसमें ये इंश्योर करना है कि जितने भी डिफरेंट पार्ट्स हमारे क्वेश्चन में मेंशन्ड है उनको हम उतना वैल्यू दें जितना रिक्वायर्ड है. जैसे अगर अब ये एग्जाम्पल से समझ आएगा, आप लोगों के पास क्वेश्चंस लिखे हुए हैं, जस्ट आई एम जस्ट डिस्कसिंग विद these things with you. जब आप आंसर लिखेंगे और उसके बाद हम डिस्कस करेंगे तो और एलैबोरेटली विद एन एग्जाम्पल आई विल बी एबल टू शेयर इट विथ यू. तो अभी के लिए मेक श्योर दैट यू गिव good amount of weightage, how much ever is required according to the demand of the question on that answer sheet. हर पार्ट को हमें एड्रेस प्रॉपरली करना है, ठीक है. दैट इज द स्ट्रक्चर. उसके बाद आ जाते हैं कंटेंट पे. कंटेंट पे हमेशा शुरू हम करते हैं बेसिक इन्फॉर्मेशन से. दैट कैन बी, अगर कोई क्वेश्चन है से ऑन कोई भी टॉपिक बताओ, से चंद्रयान 3 गॉट लॉन्च, राइट. सो उस पर क्या बात हो सकती है कि यू नो व्हाट वाज दैट फेल्ड इन चंद्रयान 2 एंड हाउ डू यू कंपेयर इट विद द मिशन चंद्रयान 3, व्हाट डू यू थिंक हैड बीन चेंज्ड. सो ये थोड़ा सा टेक्निकल क्वेश्चन हो गया. इसमें आपको पता होना चाहिए कि क्या चेंजेस हो सकते हैं, क्या व्हाट वर द रीजंस ऑफ द फेलियर, व्हाट वाज द रीजन दैट हैपेंड. तो इसमें हाउ विल यू स्टार्ट, यू विल फर्स्ट स्टार्ट विद अ ब्रीफ हिस्ट्री ऑफ हाउ दैट पर्टिकुलर मिशन वाज प्लान्ड एंड देन यू विल मूव ऑन टू फेलियर क्यों हुआ एंड देन यू विल मूव ऑन टू चंद्रयान 3 में क्या इंप्रूवमेंट्स किए गए हैं, समथिंग लाइक दैट. सो द फ्लो ऑफ द थॉट हमें क्वेश्चन से ही पिकअप करना है. डिमांड ऑफ द क्वेश्चन क्या है, क्या क्वेश्चन हमें ये बात कर रहा है कि फ्यूचर मिशंस के भी बारे में हिंट देना है, तो उसके लिए भी थोड़ा सा हमें छोड़ना है कि यू नो लास्ट पार्ट ऑफ पैराग्राफ में हमें थोड़ा सा फ्यूचर मिशंस में के लिए भी बात करनी है. तो द फ्लो ऑफ योर थॉट्स, ऑफ योर कंटेंट इज वेरी मच कनेक्टेड टू द क्वेश्चन इटसेल्फ. इसीलिए मैं बार बार कह रही हूँ क्वेश्चन को 2, 3 बार 4 बार पढ़िए, क्योंकि दैट इज द की. उसके अलावा हो सकता है क्या, कई बार क्या होता है कि हम लोग बहुत कुछ पढ़ते हैं किसी टॉपिक के बारे में, तो वो टॉपिक अगर एग्जाम में आ गया तो वी लाइक वेरी हैप्पी, इसे तो पूरा पढ़ा हुआ है लिख लेंगे. बट जो आप लिख रहे हो, जो आपने पढ़ा है, हो सकता है दैट इज डिफरेंट देन व्हाट दे आर आस्किंग फ्रॉम यू अबाउट दैट टॉपिक. तो इसीलिए बी वेरी श्योर, यू डोंट हैव टू राइट व्हाट यू नो, यू हैव टू राइट व्हाट इज आस्क्ड. तो ये जो डिफरेंस है ये आपका धीरे धीरे प्रैक्टिस से कवर होता जाएगा. कंटेंट में एक चीज जो गुंजता वाज टेलिंग कि यू नो इट इज लाइक द एग्जामिनर इज चेकिंग सो मेनी कॉपीज एवरी सिंगल डे एंड सेम काइंड ऑफ क्वेश्चंस दे आर इवैल्यूएटिंग. सो व्हाट विल मेक योर आंसर कॉपी स्टैंड आउट. ऐसा क्या आप करोगे कि आपका आंसर कॉपी यू नो इनको लगेगा कि थोड़ा इन्होंने अच्छा कुछ लिखा है, +1 या +2 मार्क्स इसमें दे सकते हैं. इट्स ऑल अबाउट दैट +1 और +2 मार्क. तो उसके लिए आई ऑलवेज टेल लाइक सॉल्ट ऑफ आंसर राइटिंग. मैं कहती हूँ कि सॉल्ट, कुछ चीज़ें सॉल्ट की तरह होती हैं जो हमें, सॉल्ट कैसे यूज़ करते हैं हम, स्वादानुसार. स्वादानुसार मतलब बहुत ज़्यादा भी नहीं और बहुत कम भी नहीं. तो सॉल्ट ऑफ आंसर राइटिंग के कुछ पॉइंट्स होते हैं. जैसे पहला होता है फैक्ट्स और स्टैटिस्टिक्स. फैक्ट्स और स्टैटिस्टिक्स मतलब क्या, इट कैन बी एनीथिंग. जैसे हम कल देख रहे थे वो यूनाइटेड नेशंस डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम का मल्टी डायमेंशनल पॉवर्टी इंडेक्स आया, राइट. सो अब उसमें इंडिया का रैंकिंग हैज़ जम्प्ड. सो व्हाट वी हैड परफॉर्म्ड इन 2015, हम उससे अभी बहुत ज़्यादा, हमने से 40% हम उसका पॉवर्टी वी हैव रिड्यूस्ड. तो ये एक अच्छा डेटा पॉइंट है जो आप GS3 के पॉवर्टी वाले आंसर में ज़रूर कोट कर सकते हैं. तो ये डेटा पॉइंट्स को, फैक्ट्स को, स्टैटिस्टिक्स को आप एक अलग से अपने इसमें नोट डाउन कर सकते हैं. यू कैन मेक योर ओन डेटा बैंक. यू हैव अ लॉट ऑफ सोर्सेज नाउअडेज ऑनलाइन, यहाँ पे भी आपको दे विल गिव यू अ लॉट ऑफ सोर्सेज. बट इट्स ऑलवेज गुड इफ यू ऑल्सो जनरेट योर ओन डेटा बैंक, बिकॉज वो आपके रेफरेंसिंग के लिए सबसे आसान रहेगा. आपको पता रहेगा यू रिटन दैट, तो बहुत जल्दी रिट्रीवल होता है उस चीज़ का विच यू राइट योर सेल्फ. तो यू कैन कलेक्ट योर ओन दिस थिंग. सेकेंड, GS2 में यू कैन कोट सुप्रीम कोर्ट जजमेंट्स, जो भी रिसेंट सुप्रीम कोर्ट जजमेंट आते हैं. जैसे रिसेंटली देयर वाज दिस UP इलाहाबाद कोर्ट जजमेंट रिगार्डिंग सेम सेक्स रिलेशनशिप और समथिंग रिगार्डिंग I don't remember the exact context, but whenever there are such questions asked in the context of social issue, आप उन सुप्रीम कोर्ट जजमेंट्स को भी कोट कर सकते हैं. उसके अलावा सॉल्ट ऑफ आंसर राइटिंग में इंटरनेशनल रिपोर्ट्स, जिसका मैंने अभी एग्जाम्पल दिया, गवर्नमेंट की कमिटीज़ होती हैं, है ना. हमारे जो लॉज आने वाले होते हैं उनके ड्राफ्ट्स होते हैं. कई बार देयर इज अ ह्यूज डिस्कशन ऑन द ड्राफ्ट ऑफ अ बिल. अ बिल इज, you know, a bill, right? So there is a bill which is given up for public discussion. तो उसको आप पढ़ सकते हैं and you know you can read those points and उसको भी आप quote कर सकते हैं कि there is this law which is being drafted or already there is a law which you can give as a context in that answer. So these are some of the things. उसके बाद मैप है, जैसे ज्योग्राफी में बात कर रहे थे कि you know quickly learn कि आप कैसे फटाफट इंडिया का मैप एक decent उसमें छोटे से में आप ड्रॉ कर सकते हो. उससे क्या होगा, कोई भी चीज़ अगर आपको लोकेशन बतानी हो तो यू कैन जस्ट क्विकली ड्रॉ अ मैप make a small arrow and you can mark it up there. It really enhances the presentation of your answer. So apart from that, flow charts are there. Anything underlining to है ही हमें basic answer में करना है, but flow charts also really help. Flow charts also save your time. तो कई कबार आपको लगता है कि यार अब फटाफट मुझे लिखना है, and this is something which I can quickly draw in a flow chart and show. So that also enhances the presentation of the answer and it will also save your time. So these are some of the things which I will call salt, जिसे आपको sparingly अपने answer में डालना है and कहीं ना कहीं वो आपके पूरे presentation को improve करेगा. It's all about getting that 1 or 2 marks extra खींचना है हमें examiner से, ताकि our copy or that one particular GS score will stand out, right? So I think this was some of the basics which I wanted to tell you, and we'll again talk in Q&A session when you have written those answers. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shrishti. Very fine-tuned everything, ना? कितना अच्छे से बताया. So those who want more, she has written a fantastic piece of work in her book. तो उसको आप पढ़ सकते हैं. That's a very good book. I must recommend. उन्होंने नहीं बोला, मैं बोल देता हूँ. It's a very good book. क्योंकि देखिए एक चीज आई डोंट नो चाणक्य ने कही है, किसने कही है कि अनअभ्यासे विषम शास्त्रम, मतलब अगर आप अभ्यास नहीं करेंगे तो आपने जो भी शास्त्र को पढ़ा है, जो भी सुना है इन लोग से, वो सब पॉइजन हो जाएगा. तो आपके पास अभ्यास करने के लिए चीज है. दीज पीपल विल, क्योंकि काफी लोग मिलने को हैं, तो दे विल गो अप एंड देन विल अगेन कम. लिखिएगा, क्योंकि अभी बता देंगे तो हम लोग चीटिंग करने में वैसे ही मोदी जी बोलते हैं तेजस्वी हैं. So we will write the same thing. Write your mind out and then they will definitely brief you about that. Now I would like to invite the minority, I mean the male, Dr. Sahab, who is working with the Ayush. I must say, because of the Ayush department, WHO का एक डेटा है कि भारत में एक डॉक्टर कितने मरीजों पे है, तो 1000 होना चाहिए किसी भी कंट्री में. That is WHO's. And recently the honorable minister in parliament said कि 839 हो गया है, because India included Ayush doctors as well. So I think I would like Dr. Arjun sir to speak about multiple approaches, कैसे पास कर सकते हैं, and definitely some work experience if you could possibly share, sir. Thank you.
First of all, I would like to thank KSG for inviting me today. So because you can see photo में मैं नहीं हूँ, but फिर भी आज हूँ, and पति का ये भी निभाना पड़ता है sometimes. So I am here, and I would like to thank Khan sir a lot. So for those of you who are not from Delhi or Bhopal like centers, so we are from Bangalore and nearby. So I have not taken any formal coaching, but for us, Khan sir ka first interaction is during interview. So for interview it is like it's a written this one कि KSG और Khan sir के पास जाना ही है. So I have also given 2 interviews, and दोनों समय I have interacted with sir. I was actually very lucky to interact with sir. So both of the times his feedback and the way he has motivated me and helped me score well in my interview. And I still remember sir. So the day of interview, he sends a short snippet of around 50 seconds to the candidates to boost up their this one. He need not do that. He has taken his mock interview and he has told what he has to tell. So but he did not do that, but he had sent that video. So in the morning when I woke up and I was getting ready, and I got this message from KSG team Delhi that I say Khan sir has a message for you, and so that really lifted my spirits. So that I could say that put the required confidence in me, because interview is something, it's very easy, I would say, but at the same time at that point it is the most difficult situation. Those half an hour is something like you will not have control over your mind. So then you require confidence, and Khan sir felt that in me. I would like to thank. This is the first time I got a formal opportunity to thank you, sir. So for that, and also I would like to congratulate Gunjita. So I have seen Gunjita recently in last 3-4 years, and she was working a lot on this exam, and we have played a very small role. She tells it in a big way, but we have just tried to tell her that you can do it. That's the only thing we have done. You can do it. Just be in the process. So she did that, and I would like to congratulate her for this grand success, and also for the whole team, KSG team. So for giving Bhopal these two Begums, so for getting into सिविल सर्विस. सो एंड आज मुझे सृष्टि का क्लासरूम भी देखने के लिए मिला. आई वुड लाइक टू थैंक फॉर दैट एज वेल. सो लिविंग दैट अपार्ट, coming to my preparation, I'll not go into the answer writing per se because they have addressed most of the part, and I would like to talk about my answer writing strategy, or just try to give you a different perspective than what they have told. So as I told, I have not taken any formal coaching because I was working as a full-time doctor in a district hospital, which is not a headquarters. I was not in Bangalore. I was in a different district headquarters. I was working in my medical college as a full-time doctor. So I could not go to Bangalore or any bigger cities and take coaching. So I stayed away from coaching, but at the same time I was totally I was in touch with the UPSC. So daily I used to read newspaper. I used to go through so many toppers videos, and so that's why we take so many classes and seminars. So many jahan pe bhi we get time, we try to take a session, because seeing those sessions also only I am here. So I have got all the information by the toppers talks, or the whatever the information which they have given in any platform for that matter. I used to watch them regularly and used to note down whatever they used to say, and this is how my preparation was. So coming to mains, I was lucky enough to write in both my attempts. I have gone till interview. Second attempt I cleared. So first attempt I went till interview stage. So both the times I have written mains. So first mains ke bare mein I will tell you. So why whatever they have told is important as an example. So it was my optional was medical science. Is there anybody from medical science optional? Only one person there. So that's how the optional is. So it is very difficult, though I am a doctor myself, but it is very difficult because it has too much to read and remember. So I had once counted for UPSC syllabus, which is only around 30-40% of our MBBS degree ka pura complete hai. It's around 2500-2800 pages from standard book, and this again we have read it 5-6 times throughout our career, but again you will have to read the day before to remember anything. So that's how medical science optional is. So it took a lot of time in my first attempt. I was left with only 12 days for general studies. First mains mein only 12 days, no answer writing practice, nothing. So because I was studying medical science only, so you can imagine. And somehow I qualified for mains. Prelims again is you never know next time will you clear prelims or not. So I had to do it. So those 12 days I have just brushed through the current affairs and some prelims wala things, and I went to give my exams. And I should not say this, but ethics ka I have prepared only for 2 hours in my whole this one. This was how I gave my, I am not joking, this is how I gave my first mains. And I was, I don't know, but I was confident that I will clear the mains as well. And I ended up clearing mains. So how did I do it? How could I do it? It's not like jaise they were telling. So particularly Srushti. So we came up with this book idea and the book mainly for this reason. So clearing UPSC mains is very easy. When, as sir told, you should only, you should not write what you know. You should write what to the question asked for. So that's the only key to clear mains examination. Uske baad scoring is different. For scoring you need all those things which they have told, and you need that hard work. So for example, in second mains I have got around 400 or 402 in my general studies, which is average marks. And I think Srushti has got 470. So highest in our this one general studies 1, 2, 3, 4 combined. She has got 470 and I have got 402, if I am not wrong. So your hard work and all the rest of the preparation which they have told will get you from here to there. So which I retrospectively, if given a chance, I would have done that, which I missed doing it. No, though I don't complain, I'm in IAS only, so it doesn't make much of a difference now. It doesn't make much of a difference now, but it would have if I had not cleared. If I had not cleared then, and if I had not got good marks in interview, maybe I wouldn't have cleared this examination. And maybe don't know next year I would have cleared prelims or not. So it is so dicey. So you get very few opportunities in this exam, and I would say make the most in your first attempt. Your first attempt may, like, your mind is very free of all the insecurities and all these pressures and all. First time you are very fresh. Don't be in a this one that this is a 5-year का plan. 5-year plan में अभी start हुआ है. So implementation हम 4 साल बाद करेंगे. So don't be under such false notions, because most of them will fail. ठीक है. So make the most in your first attempt. So take a good 1 long year. One year is more than sufficient to clear this exam. 1 year, मतलब dedicated preparation is more than sufficient. So that's how I have given 1 year, and first attempt I could have cleared. I missed by 4-5 marks, though I wouldn't have got IAS, but I would have cleared this exam at least. So अभी आप like हमारा mindset ऐसा कि like we should have got into IAS, मतलब we should have got this वो and all. But when you are preparing for preparation, you मतलब exam, you just want to get into the list. चाहे कोई भी सर्विस मिल जाए, पहले उस लिस्ट में नाम आ जाए. So this is your only motto. So I would have got in my first attempt, but I was not serious enough. I didn't give the required amount of time and effort. And even in the second attempt, I have pushed much harder. As I told, first attempt I had 12 days for general studies. Second attempt I tried to push harder, and I could get around 25 to 28 days for my general studies. And that too, first attempt में general prelims and mains के बीच में it was 105 days left, if I am not wrong. Second attempt में it was only 92 days. So with that, मतलब basically I have covered 30 days. मतलब I have got 30 days more between my first and second attempt. So that is what I have improved between my attempts. That is, मतलब I have put in much more efforts than the previous attempt, and I got the results. If not for essay, I would have got very good rank as well, because I got decent this one, and I got medical science में मतलब surprisingly I got 300 plus. So that is a very rare score in medical science, and nothing to clap about. So I'm just telling ki so you need that extra effort every single minute. Every single minute is important in this process. Make the most of it. So only those who could do this will get into the list. It's not about your background or your कौन से college से हो, क्या पढ़े हो, क्या नहीं अब तक, तुम school में have you scored 100 out of 100 in all this one, it doesn't really matter. And how much you have scored in your graduation and which college you are, IITian या some other college से हो. UPSC is a equalizer, and it gives equal opportunities to everyone, no matter which background you are from. So it is this mentality and these qualities of persistence, patience, hard work and dedication will get you across the line. That's the only difference. So it's not about the capability. Maybe there might be thousands of aspirants who would have written the exam with us, who are much more capable than me or than her or than anybody. Mental capability के बात करें तो. But what made the difference is we did the required thing and we are here. And it is not their, it is not our success, it is their failure to do this. So don't be on the other side of the line. That's why I am telling ki you should put in that required effort to get into this side. And as they told, anybody can do this. They have done this, and they were sitting here like you 4-5 years back, and today they are there, and maybe in a year or two many of you will be sitting here. So this is what we expect from you, and this is what we believe that you can do. Okay? And with this, I think this was a more of a motivational talk than answer writing wala. Then with this I would end my small talk, and after you write your answers, we can have an interactive session that will be much more valuable, because genuinely we will get to know what exactly your doubts are. Okay? Thank you so much.
Dr. Saab, you are amazing. I mean, there is a burden on the last speaker, because I always say this, whenever the last speaker come, the audience in a situation of almost half dead. Now it is up to the last speaker to enliven the audience or put them into the ventilator. So I think he has enlivened. He is a very humble soul. और आई थिंक मोटिवेशन की बहुत ज़रूरत पड़ती है. आंसर राइटिंग तो 2-3 दिन में अपने आप पे शंका करने लगती है, तो फिर वो मोटिवेशन ही आपको वापस लिखने के लिए प्रेरित करती है. सो अब हम क्या कर रहे हैं, आई वुड रिक्वेस्ट सौरभ सर, अवर एस्टीम फैकल्टी, टू स्पीक लास्ट ऑन द प्रैक्टिसिंग फॉर कपल ऑफ मिनट्स, एंड देन वी लीव यू विद योर असाइनमेंट. आपको लिखना है, एंड दीज टॉपर्स विल देन कम अप हेयर एंड डिस्कस दी आंसर्स जो आपको मिले. थोड़ा मुश्किल है, क्वेश्चंस मैंने सेट किए, मेरे को आप याद कर सकते हो उसके लिए. केस स्टडी स्पेशली थोड़ी सी मुश्किल है, कोशिश करिएगा ना, तभी उसके लिए बात होगी. एंड लास्ट बट नॉट द लीस्ट, उसके बाद दे विल टेक योर Q&A. सो आप लिखिए, दे आर कमिंग बैक. चीटिंग भी कर सकते हैं साथ में, ठीक है, इतने पास है तो क्या करें.
Hi everyone, hello. So how you people are feeling today? Means everyone okay? Every day tolerating us, okay? We faculty, today you are getting the results, right? So this is what I was always telling you all, that this is what the success looks like, right? And this all comes when you do or you go in the line what the generally toppers used to go. The thing is that every day I used to tell you about answer writing, right? Come on, yes or no? Okay, so this is why I used to tell you that, okay? So UPS is all about, I think that because we have our toppers around us, so they have all, means what I have felt from last many years, teaching UPSC student from in KSG, from last 6 years, I think that I'm continuously in KSG. I felt that UPS is all about 90% answer writing, right? And this is what all about. In prelims, we generally used to go like with all guts and all. Okay, generally student used to call me a day before prelims. Sir, anxiety हो रहा बहुत ज़्यादा. तो मैं अभी बोलूँ क्या करूँ मैं आपको. कभी बोलते हैं student used to message me at 1 o'clock in night. Sir, नींद नहीं आ रही, कर prelims है. अभी मैं बोलता हूँ, so because you cannot woke up at 6 o'clock and you cannot sleep at 6 o'clock and go to prelims at 9:30, right? We used to practice like at the time of your preparation, you people used to stay or wake up whole night and studying whole night, and suddenly you cannot make your habit like अचानक एग्जाम से पहले आप अपना रूटीन ठीक नहीं कर सकते हैं. तो सबसे बड़ा मैं आप लोगों से मिलता हूँ because I used to interact you people every day, night, okay, and what I feel that anxiety आपके अंदर ज्यादा होता है. ओके, एंजाइटी बहुत ज्यादा होता है. जिनका मेंस का एग्जाम होता है, एक दिन पहले दे यूज्ड टू कॉल मी, सर कल क्या होगा? तो कल क्या होगा? जो आप किए हैं साल भर वही होगा. ओके, जो आप साल भर मेहनत किए हैं वही होगा. सडनली नथिंग इज गोइंग टू चेंज. लाइक थर्ड, एक रिक्वेस्ट है आप लोगों से आज, क्योंकि मौका मिल रहा है, सर बैठे हैं, आप प्लीज ना ओवर थिंकिंग से बाहर आ जाइए, ठीक है? जो ये 24/7 ओवर थिंकिंग नहीं करना. आई थिंक दैट सर लोग बताएं, मैडम बताएं, आप जो पॉलिसी बना रहे हैं उसको एग्जीक्यूशन पे ज्यादा फोकस कीजिए. Execution is more important than planning plans daily, every day. Every day you people make plan, शाम तक अपना ही प्लान को गलत साबित कर देते हैं आप, ठीक है? और फिर नेक्स्ट डे फिर से नया प्लान बनाते हैं. तो ये इंटरेक्शन इसलिए है ताकि आपको ना इनकरेज किया जा सके, आपको बताया जा, जैसे मैडम ने बताया कि इट वेरी मच पॉसिबल. ओके, एवरी डे इन दिल्ली वी यूज्ड टू हैव टॉपर्स मीट. हर साल हम लोग टॉपर्स मीट से मिलते हैं, और हर साल हम लोग देखते हैं कि एक महीन सा डिफरेंस होता है बिटवीन दोज हु लाइन के उधर चले जाते हैं, दोज इधर रह जाते हैं. वो डिफरेंस को अगर आप क्वालिफाई कर लेते हैं, उसको चेंज कर लेते हैं, तो हम लोग को अगले साल का टॉपर्स यहाँ चेयर पे बैठने के लिए आप लोग में से मिल जाएंगे, ठीक है? तो इट ऑल डिपेंड्स. इट वाज ग्रेट लिसनिंग टू द टॉपर्स, ओके, और बहुत अच्छा लगता है. कुछ लोग उधर बैठे होते हैं, फिर कुछ लोग यहाँ आके बैठ जाते हैं, और सब खान सर के डायरेक्शन में. हम लोग तो खान सर से हमेशा लेते हैं लेसन्स की, सर हम लोग और क्या पढ़ाएं और कैसे बताएं, हाउ वी शुड हैंडल आवर स्टूडेंट्स की हम लोग और ज्यादा से ज्यादा रिजल्ट दे सकें. देखिए, हमारा फेम और हमारा नाम तो बस ये है कि आप जितना अच्छा रिजल्ट करते हैं वही हमारी ग्लोरी और हमारे फेम को बढ़ाता है, ठीक है? तो आई विश यू ऑल द वेरी बेस्ट. एंड जब फिर से मैं बता रहा हूँ, सर मैडम लोग यहाँ पे बताए हैं कि वट एवर टॉपिक वी यूज टू डील एवरी डे इन द क्लास एंड लाइक दैट, ओके, यू प्लीज कीप ऑन राइटिंग. राइटिंग लाइक आप समझ रहे ना, यूपीएससी लिखना, आप मत रहिए, आप लिखना हो जाइए, ठीक है? आप जो है सो आप बस चेंज हो जाइए, ऐसा हो जाइए कि मतलब आपके आंसर्स जो हैं, द डे यू क्वालिफाई प्रीलिम्स, मुझे बहुत अच्छा से याद है, प्रीलिम्स निकलता है जिस दिन या प्रीलिम्स दे करके लोग आते हैं, तो कट ऑफ जब तक डिक्लेयर हो जाता है कि ये कट ऑफ हो सकता है, देन यू पीपल स्टार्ट कॉलिंग अस इन द मिडनाइट, ओके सर मेरा कट ऑफ क्लियर हो सकता है, क्या करें? मैं बोलता हूं सुबह तक वेट कर सकते हैं, तो नहीं सर अभी बताइए अभी क्या करें अभी। सो ये एंजाइटी बहुत अच्छा होता है, बहुत बढ़िया है, और आई विल विश यू ऑल द वेरी बेस्ट, मे गॉड ब्लेस यू, एंड नेक्स्ट ईयर आई वांट रिजल्ट फ्रॉम दिस बैच। यही हम लोग का सबसे बड़ा अचीवमेंट है, और सर लोग का डायरेक्शन, मैडम का डायरेक्शन को फॉलो कीजिए। हम लोगों से कभी कोई डाउट हो, कभी कोई प्रॉब्लम हो, तो अपने फैकल्टी से पूछने में बिल्कुल हेजिटेट मत कीजिए। किसी भी तरह का आपका डाउट है वो बिल्कुल ये मत सोचिए कि कौन क्या सोचेगा, हम लोग कुछ नहीं सोचते हैं, हम आपके डाउट्स को एंजॉय करते हैं। हाँ, वो एकेडमिक डाउट हो तो ज्यादा अच्छा है। कभी कभी डाउट्स आते हैं, सर पढ़ने का मन नहीं कर रहा है, क्या करें? ऐसे डाउट्स का कोई सॉल्यूशन नहीं है, you'll have to find a solution from this. But it was great attending this seminar, sir, and thank you madam, thank you sir, thank you so much, thank you.
Thank you so much. आप अब लिखिए, they will come again. कोशिश कीजिए लिखने के एटलीस्ट। Sir is here, he is going to take your questions जो भी हैं, then other topper will come. So whatever doubts you have related to anything you can ask him. He is there for around 10 to 15 minutes, then Srushti ma'am will come, then Gunjata ma'am will come, है ना? तो जो भी डाउट्स हैं वो पूछ लीजिए आप, फिर आपके साथ आपका पेन और कॉपी तो है ही, लिखिए।
फिर से मुझे भेजा गया है, I don't know if you are interested or not, but 10-15 minutes you'll have to bear with me. So we'll directly go to Q&A, ठीक है? And I'll be here for 10-15 minutes. So anything you need to ask, you can ask.
Sir, how do you feel being an IAS?
I'll just answer in 30 seconds, हाँ, क्योंकि उसके बाद will. So I feel a bit different. I would say I was a doctor also. I was working before this, so I know I have an working experience before this. But this is something which I would say what I dreamt of. So you have a lot of opportunities to do good for the society, or anything which you do, you will end up doing good to the target people. So that is the best part of this job, and I am very happy with this job. And at the same time you have तुम्हारा थोड़ा personal life में time कम मिलता है with your family, friends and all. So and I am away from my hometown and my friends. So that is a negative part, but overall this is something which requires, and also which आपका जो भी effort है, so end of the day it is worth it, I would say. Next.
Sir, how do you manage your attendance?
Is there anybody working here? 1, 2, 3. We'll 10 around 10% of your working or doing some kind of profession. So with work, I would say before you choose your job, you'll have to be very clear that you need at least 6 to 8 hours of free time to prepare. So this exam requires at least 6 to 8 hours. So again, I'm underlining it, at least 6 to 8 hours every single day. So every single day means every single day. So even if it is on a Sunday, you need to prepare. So this is what we have done. That is what I have done for 2.5 years. So जैसे मैं बता रहा था ना कि 10 दिन में मैंने मेंस क्लियर कर लिया, तो उसके पीछे 1.5 साल का हार्डवर्क भी था. So that is what which helped me gain that knowledge over the time. I had that built up in my mind, so I could do well in my mains. So you need at least 6 to 8 hours every day. So choose a job like that which gives you around 6 to 8 hours, and when you are working, every single minute becomes very important. So I used to take classes there. I used to teach to medical college students. So and also I used to handle their practicals, all these things. So practicals maybe we have to teach and we have to be there for an hour. I'm just giving an example. We have to sit for an hour and clear their doubts. So in those time I used to get some 5-10 minutes in between. Even in those 5 to 10 minutes, I used to read some article, some news article हो गया, या some page, some paragraph, something. So this is how difficult. At the same time, this is how you should manage your work and preparation. But at the same time, the positive side of it, I was very relaxed. मेरे ऊपर कोई burden नहीं था. I was not in a complete एक monotonous preparation में मैं नहीं था. My mind was diverted every day. I was in work for few hours. So because this is a very सबको बहुत pressure रहेगा इसमें. I can understand, but जो भी काम नहीं करते ना, दोज हु डोंट वर्क, सो एंड फैमिली प्रेशर हो गया, प्रेशर ऑफ पीयर प्रेशर, एंड तुम्हारा नेबर्स मेनली रिलेटिव्स का बहुत किचकिच रहता है इसमें कि एक बार में हो गया तो हो गया, नहीं तो लाइक अरे बेटा अभी भी नहीं हुआ क्या करके, देन they will eat your head. So these kind of pressures I didn't have because I was working. So the same time I paid price because I got less time, and I didn't get to have take coaching or any proper mentoring from any institute. So this is what I lost, but this is what I gained. So that's all. Any other question?
Sir, how do you manage CSAT well?
यार CSAT का 2017-18 तक, if you go through the CSAT papers, most of you, at least 75% of you can, without preparation, you can clear. After that, it has become so difficult that it requires separate preparation. मेरा CSAT के लिए I used to not prepare, because not only me, most of them used to not prepare, because your basic maths and basic aptitude was enough. So अभी I had purchased R.S. Agarwal book. So R.S. Agarwal, most of them you would have. So that I think that should be sufficient. And उसमें particularly I would say you should get good in comprehension and that part. So because maths इस साल का तो I don't know, only IITians could solve this, or maybe जो CAT लिखते हैं वो लोग solve कर पाते थे बस. So get good in the CSAT में the thing is it's only qualifying in nature. 66 marks you need to get. You need to even if you attend 40 questions, that is enough sometimes, but I would say around 50 to 55 questions if you have to attend. For that, even if you attempt one part very seriously, you can clear this exam. So get good in whichever part you like. If you like maths, or if you are from technical background, so you get good in that part. So I used to like maths. At that time it used to be a bit easier kind of questions. Out of 30-35 the maths or aptitude questions, I used to get 32-33 right. So that was my strength. I used to do that, and aram se I could clear. So that you should identify your own strengths, which seems easier to you, comprehension or the analytical or aptitude wala part or maths part. So if whatever feels easier to you, work on that. So make sure that you get most of the marks in that, and also make sure you touch the basics of the other part as well. So you should be able to attend 50 to 55 questions us din. So that should be enough for you to clear this exam. But like before, you can't just go there and sit and expect that you will clear CSAT. You should do a separate dedicated preparation. I would say if I was writing next year prelims, I would have prepared CSAT equally. I would have given the same importance as GS1, because if you are not clearing CSAT, no matter how much you have studied, you are not getting into the list. So that's how it is. I have ample of amount of examples, like previous toppers. One of my close friend, he started preparing with me. जैसे मैंने बताया, first attempt I gave interview, even he gave interview. We both missed by very few marks. Second attempt, he didn't clear prelims CSAT 2020. It was a bit on difficult side. So, but he had not prepared, he didn't clear. Third attempt, he got into IRS. He got good rank. Fourth attempt, again, he prepared a bit, which was required. It was much tougher. He didn't clear CSAT. So again, this time he is writing mains now. So even though we are of same this one, I cleared when it was easier. After that, when it got tougher, he didn't prepare, so he didn't clear. So no matter what you do, CSAT is very important. Give equal importance, and test series becomes much important. यहाँ पे I think test series, I don't know the quality of test series CSAT में अभी कैसे है, but give difficult test series. Be much prepared for the difficult questions so that you can easily answer on the day. Next.
So being a savage officer does make any difference being a normal officer?
Savage officer. नहीं, office में I'm not savage. Much difficult कुछ है नहीं. So जो आपका same काम है, but I might be much more confident. So that's the only difference I can say. बट तुम्हें आपको कायदे के अनुसार रूल्स रेगुलेशंस के अनुसार चलना है, तो उसमें तो क्लियर है, नो मैटर व्हाट काइंड ऑफ एन ऑफिसर यू आर, इट्स द सेम वर्क. So but you enjoy this job, I would say. You should get into the service and trust me, you will enjoy this. Current affairs as a beginner. So current affairs ka, so I would say like मेरा एक strategy था, मेरा पर्सनल स्ट्रैटेजी. आई डिडंट लर्न, मे बी अभी सो मेनी ऑफ देम डू, आई डोंट नो. एवरीबडी रीड्स न्यूज़पेपर डेली, हिंदू और इंडियन एक्सप्रेस, स्टैंडर्ड न्यूज़पेपर्स. सो इवन आई यूज्ड टू डू दैट. मॉर्निंग आई यूज्ड टू वेक अप, रीड द न्यूज़पेपर फर्स्ट 90 minutes to 120 minutes, that is 1.5 hour to 2 hours. ऑन फ्यू डेज लाइक बजट के नेक्स्ट डे हो गया, इकोनॉमिक सर्वे के नेक्स्ट डे हो गया, और on very few days there will the content will be large, so then you will need another 15-20 minutes more. ठीक है, so fix this time every single day in the morning. So then I used to there are so many coaching institutes, they come up with daily current affairs ka summary. Every day I used to read that before going to bed. Every single day I've done this. It's not like I've not missed even a single edition of any summary or any newspaper. Even if I'm sitting in my own cousin's marriage, I've read newspaper and then I've attended all the Sangeet and all. So this I have done. So every day newspaper and night summary तो fixed है, ये करना ही है. Then उसके बाद then I used to read the monthly magazines every month. So then again I'll go back and 365 अभी तो आती है, तो so मतलब yearly compilation. So that before prelims 2 times I used to read. So एक ही news which is important for prelims I would have read 5 times. In the morning, in the night, the same night, then again next the month end में या next month, then PT 365 में 2 बार. So one single news I have read 5 times, and any Tom, Dick and Harry will remember the news. ठीक है, but this you have to be very क्या बोलते हो, you have to follow this very religiously. ठीक है, बस. Next, I hope I understand, मतलब I addressed your question. Which one? अच्छा, मैं बाद में I will tell you. So you are the only person with medical science optional. I'll tell you later. Next. As I told, I didn't give much of जितना चाहिए था उतना I could not give. I didn't give. That was my first mistake. And second mistake, I would say I didn't practice much answers. जैसे वो लोग बता रहे थे, answer writing practice is very important. I was kind of a lazy to write answers. Just like 98% of you guys, I would say. Most of you are lazy. So you will start, even I used to start, sit down every night and I used to think that I will write 2 answers tonight. Start and then थोड़ा लिख के then I used to say कल से लिखूंगा. So this most of you do, and this is what even I used to do, and this is a mistake, I would say. So as I told today, it doesn't matter, because even I am an IAS, everybody are IAS, it doesn't really matter who is what. But if I had not cleared, it would have mattered. If I had not cleared, it would have mattered. And I would say that was one of the mistake. I didn't practice much, and I didn't have a proper guidance. I didn't have a proper mentoring. जैसे toppers के साथ I had very limited interaction with anybody who have cleared, and I was out of the, जैसे आप लोग भोपाल में हो, but बहुत सारे लोग भोपाल से नहीं हो. ठीक है, even like that I am based in Bangalore, but I was working somewhere else. I was not in a circle, civil service का circle. So I had a very limited interaction with those who have cleared prelims हो गया, mains हो गया, or final result. So that I should have done more to have bettered my preparation. And again, choosing optional medical science was my biggest mistake. Though I have scored 300 plus, it has taken so much of my time to score those marks. Next.
Sir, educate yourself from this.
Huh?
Sir, yourself more?
अरे सर उनसे पूछ लो ना, मैं नोट्स गेट्स नहीं बनाता हूँ. अब तक आपको समझ लेना चाहिए था कि ये बंदा नोट्स बनाने वाला है नहीं. I have not prepared notes, but again that was also a mistake. I should have prepared notes. Medical science का I tried, I failed again. So I made my juniors write notes for me. So they wrote notes for me and I cleared reading their notes. ठीक है, that's how I did. But it is required. I have seen Srushti's notes and maybe you can earn fortune by selling those to this. जो आते हैं ना, क्या बोलते हैं उनको हिंदी में? रिद्धि वाला. So she has prepared so much of notes and so much of hard work. So that has given the result, required result. I would say the much you work harder, the better your marks will be. We are example. See difference. Timetable while working. यार मेरा 9 to 4 जॉब था. So morning I used to wake up and as I told I used to read newspaper, again go back जितना भी हो सकता था. Before 1 o'clock, before I went for lunch, I used to finish off my newspaper and in the post afternoon I used to, as I told, जितना भी हो सकता था I used to read before 4 o'clock and 4 o'clock I used to punch, मतलब biometric दे के जाके I used to sit in library. 4 o'clock if I sit 9:30 तक I was in library. बीच में मेरा fixed tea break था 6 to 6:30. No matter if my friends turn up or not, I used to go drink my tea and come back by 6:30, sit down and study. This I have done for 1.5 years. 9:30 go back, 9:30 to 10 have dinner, 10 to 10:30 do your phone calls required to 10:30 to 12:30 I used to again prepare or read something. So 6, 7, 8 hours I could आराम से remove every day. GS में
आपने बोला कि आप नोट्स नहीं बनाते, तो आप GS कैसे?
GS में I used to prepare this. I have an habit of reading from textbooks right from my school days. I could not change it for my UPSC preparation. Even for my medical science, I have prepared only from textbooks. I used to underline and mark only the required part. I used to go. वही जो मैंने mark किया है वही revision है. So just you skim through and you know where to focus. By the time I went to exam hall, so I would have at least spent done 5 to 6 revisions of जैसे लक्ष्मीकांत का ले लो. लक्ष्मीकांत जितना मैं जानता हूँ कि before my first attempt I had read लक्ष्मीकांत at least 5 times या 6 times. Most of them would have. So I have revised for 4-5 times. So that's why I told before, मतलब those 10 days के behind there is a lot of hard work which I have done for 1 year. ठीक है. न्यूज़पेपर का आर्टिकल मैं समझता हूँ कि आप एडिटोरियल के बात कर रहे हो. तो एडिटोरियल्स ना, सो you'll have to pick and choose. Don't read all editorials. So जो आपको important लगता है, only read those editorials. So editorials are again based on some news which has printed 2-3 days before. उसके ऊपर ही कोई editorial आती है. So editorials में what you have to do is to just read it like an essay. For essay writing preparation, this again I would say a good editorial. If you read an editorial, if you are convinced by the idea of an author, so that is an essay. So that's how an essay should look like. Just read an editorial like an essay, just skim through it, you understand what the author wants to say, how they are conveying their point, and just take out the data points from there, which you feel is important. So जैसे आप human development this one का बात हो रहा था, multidimensional poverty का. So how 2005 से 2020-21 तक how it has changed के बारे में कोई ना कोई 1-2 दिन में editorial they will write. So what you have to take is उसमें पहले कैसा था वो सब data तो you will get through the required graphs. Then you will have to take out, वो author would have written some other points or from other reports or some other facts of any other government this one initiatives to compare that with the report. So that you take out and note down. That should be your editorial preparation. आपने पढ़ लिया, समझ लिया, then उससे जितना चाहिए था वो लेके आपने लिख के रखा है, बस काफ़ी है. Then
important. Anything about the problem?
एनवायरनमेंट का क्या?
Subject environment is
अभी कौन सा, आई डोंट नो विच टेक्स्ट बुक डू यू रीड फॉर एनवायरनमेंट? शंकर आईएएस एंड ऑल्सो आई थिंक सम पीएमएफ का समथिंग हैज कम अप ऑल्सो. हाँ, मैं तो शंकर आईएएस पढ़ता था, बट दैट वाज नॉट सफिशिएंट आई वुड से. एनवायरनमेंट इज वेरी वास्ट एंड मोस्ट ऑफ द क्वेश्चंस विल बी आउट ऑफ व्हाट यू हैव स्टडीड. ऐसे ही होती है, सो आउट ऑफ द टेक्स्ट बुक ही रहता है. एंड दिस वन थिंग आई वुड लाइक टू से टू एवरीवन कि आज से मतलब whenever you start preparing, तब से, so you should always think like an officer, should feel that you are an officer. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि जाके सबको बोल के अरे मैं आईएएस ऑफिसर, ऐसे नहीं. किसी को बोलना नहीं, लोग हंसेंगे, but you feel that inside you that you are an officer. Whatever you see, whatever you look around, you should see it like an example or something. मे बी जैसे दिस एसी इज लीकिंग यहाँ पे. सो इफ़ यू तुम क्लास में ऐसे बैठे हो तो क्लास थोड़ा बोरिंग चल रहा है, तो वहाँ पे एसी में देखते रहोगे कि बट यू विल काउंट कितने बूंद 1 मिनट में आ रहा है. सो दिस यू विल डू रादर देन डूइंग दैट. यू जस्ट थिंक वाई इट इज़ लीकिंग. उससे क्या हो सकता है? वेस्टेज ऑफ वाटर हो गया, देन एसी के अगेन यू विल गो टू ग्रीन हाउस गैसेस एंड ऑल दोज थिंग्स. दिस इज हाउ यू शुड, योर माइंड शुड वर्क. इफ यू आर गोइंग अराउंड, अभी कहीं जा रहे हो तो पॉट होल दिखा, पॉट होल में गाड़ी, यू विल मतलब यू विल गेट योर व्हीकल इनटू द पॉट होल एंड यू विल हैव फन बाय स्पिलिंग द वाटर ऑन समबडी इन द रोड. तो ये सारे करने से बेटर कि पॉट होल का क्या कर सकते हो आप भोपाल में, या मे बी आई कम फ्रॉम बैंगलोर, ट्रैफिक के लिए क्या कर सकते हो. शुड थिंक लाइक दैट. जो भी चीज़ है यू शुड थिंक लाइक दैट. सो यू डेवलप दिस माइंड सेट and it will help you in solving many questions regarding environment. So if you want to learn about greenhouse gases, just Google it. Google, you are looking at something which is related to environment, Google it, learn about it, understand it. So if you develop this kind of mindset, so most of the times you will end up answering the environment. Again, textbook के साथ पहले आपको समझना है कि क्या है. textbook के साथ you should have a very observing mindset.
अभी मैं ह्यूमैनिटीज बैकग्राउंड से नहीं हूँ, तो अभी तो मुझे बहुत सारी चीज़ों के बारे में एलिमेंट्री आइडिया नहीं है, तो मेरे आंसर उतने कंटेंट इंटरेस्ट नहीं हो रहे हैं. मैं उसे कैसे?
इनका क्वेश्चन है. सो दिस मेनी ऑफ यू विल हैव. आई एम नॉट फ्रॉम ह्यूमैनिटीज बैकग्राउंड, सो राइट नाउ माई कंटेंट ऑफ आंसर इज नॉट दैट ग्रेट. सो व्हाट शुड आई डू राइट ना? इवन आई एम नॉट फ्रॉम ह्यूमैनिटीज बैकग्राउंड, आई एम अ डॉक्टर. आई एम कंप्लीटली आउट ऑफ ऑल द बैकग्राउंड्स. सो तुम लोग इंजीनियर हो गए, ओके. सो व्हेन यू स्टार्ट यू फील लाइक यू डोंट नो एनीथिंग. ठीक है, एटलीस्ट यू वुड हैव रेड एनसीईआरटीज टिल 12th. मैंने एनसीईआरटी भी नहीं पढ़ा था. सो एनसीईआरटीज एटलीस्ट इज बिकॉज वी यूज्ड टू, हमारा स्टेट सिलेबस, आई हैव कम फ्रॉम स्टेट सिलेबस एंड आवर स्टेट बोर्ड इज वेरी गुड. सो आवर स्टेट बोर्ड वी हैव टेकन. तो एवरीथिंग वॉज न्यू टू मी. एवरी सिंगल वर्ड, एवरी सिंगल टेक्स्ट बुक वॉज न्यू टू मी. बट ट्रस्ट मी, विथ टाइम यू विल गेट बेटर. आप अभी प्रिपेयर स्टार्ट कर रहे हो प्रिपरेशन, सो यू विल टेक एटलीस्ट 3 to 4 months टू अंडरस्टैंड कि एग्जाम क्या है. मतलब स्कोर करने का अलग बात है कि आपको समझने में कि एग्जाम क्या है, इसका रिक्वायरमेंट क्या है, आपका ये क्या क्या करना है. 3-4 महीने लगेगा. सो डोंट वरी. सो एवरीबडी, हमें भी वैसे ही लगता था, बट विथ टाइम एंड विथ मच मोर प्रैक्टिस यू विल गेट बेटर. बी कॉन्फिडेंट एंड लिखते रहो आप. विथ एवरी आंसर यू विल गेट even a single 1% better. So that is the ultimate this one of practice. इंटरनेशनल रिलेशन तो मोस्ट ऑफ करंट अफेयर्स में कवर हो जाता है. सो एंड अगेन
आंसर्स लिखने में बहुत ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम होती है, क्योंकि वो ना मतलब कनेक्टिंग लिंक्स में अच्छे से नहीं हो पाते. बाकी और सब्जेक्ट जैसे कि स्टैटिस्टिक्स के पेपर आंसर्स लिख पाते हैं.
इंटरनेशनल रिलेशन के लिए करंट अफेयर्स से ही क्वेश्चंस पूछते हैं जितना मैं जानता हूँ मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम्स. वर्ल्ड हिस्ट्री में दे माइट आस्क समथिंग एल्स, बट व्हेन इट कम्स टू इंटरनेशनल रिलेशंस दे विल आस्क ओनली फ्रॉम करंट अफेयर्स. And if you have prepared for 1 year, and again I told mains 365 and all, it will come up, so everybody will read the same thing, तो उसमें से आप लिख सकते हो. So don't worry. So that is much more than enough.
Are you used to manage your sleep with this morning schedule?
मैं तो 8 घंटे सोने वाला हूँ. आप जो भी करो एक्सेप्ट ऑन प्रीलिम्स डे. प्रीलिम्स के पिछले दिन नींद नहीं आती है. सर वाज टेलिंग कि सो जाओ, बट नहीं होगा. तो आई यूज्ड टू स्लीप वैसे 12:30 आई यूज्ड टू स्लीप ऑफ अगेन 7:38 वेक अप. सो वही मैं बता रहा था ना कि आई वाज मच लेस टेंस देन एनीबडी एल्स बिकॉज आई हैड अदर थिंग्स टू वरी अबाउट एज वेल. बट आई वुड से बी वेरी रिलैक्स्ड, practice meditation if you can, so it will definitely help you in keeping your mind calm and relaxed. And the end of the day you should not worry about results. जब आपके दिमाग में ये आएगा कि क्या होगा रिजल्ट, कि प्रीलिम्स, इफ यू स्टार्ट इमेजिनिंग अबाउट प्रीलिम्स देन यू विल स्टार्ट इमेजिनिंग अबाउट मेंस. प्रीलिम्स के बाद मैं मेंस के लिए कैसे करूँ, देन मेंस के बाद इंटरव्यू के लिए कैसे करूँ, रैंक आने के बाद यहाँ बैठ के ये सारे लेक्चर कैसे दूँ. So this is what will run in your mind when you are trying to sleep. So just get out of that mindset and thought process. You will be able to sleep properly. Yes, Api. Huh? Doctor से. Yeah, doctor. I definitely like the profession. I like being a doctor, but IAS provides you a lot of much more opportunities to work. So उसमें आप as I told, monotonous हो जाता था. फिर भी it was way better than many other professions. But I want, पहले से थोड़ा सा I had inclination towards civil service and all these things from childhood. Maybe then during internship I decided कि okay मुझे बनना है तो यही, मतलब I will give 3 attempts. I had thought I will give only 3 attempts. And I would have given only 3 attempts even if I had not cleared. Trust me, I stick to my words. So I thought कि 3 attempts I will see if I could clear, then well and good. Nahi to I would go back and do MD. That was there as my plan B. And everybody should have a plan B. So don't go by this one कि नहीं मुझे करना है तो यही करना है, मैं करके दिखाऊंगा या दिखाऊंगी. So it is good if you are confident, but please have a plan B. What you will do if not this. Next. So ये लोग नीचे इतना क्या बात कर रहे हैं मुझे भी पता नहीं. Yes.
कुछ क्वेश्चंस ऐसे होते हैं बस 20 to 30% की अपन को आता है, वो आपने कैसे प्रेजेंट करेंगे, एग्जामिनर पूछेंगे 3 से 4 नंबर तो दे ही देंगे.
इनका क्वेश्चन है कि few questions you will know only 20 to 30% of the answer. So how to present it in a right manner? Let me tell you. Out of 20 questions, for any topper, there will be 5 to 6 questions where they will have only 20-30% of knowledge. For toppers, so बाकी लोगों का छोड़. So जैसे Srushti was explaining, so you need to structure your answer properly. And again, you need to add those salt वाले concept में which she told. So you should add those things and should make it look like a proper answer, though the content is less उसमें. So if the presentation is right, so you will be able to fetch those half or 1 mark more than what you would have got for your required content. So it's all about it's all in presentation. So and presentation and understanding the question and answering to the requirement of the question. Next. I think we are done with questions. I will send those girls then. So उनसे भी question पूछ लीजिएगा. ठीक है? Any other questions? Yes. डर के आगे जीत है. So it is very natural to be scared. As I was telling him, don't think about the result. End result के बारे में आप सोचिए मत. वो चाहे सक्सेसफुल हो या नेगेटिव, मतलब इफ यू डोंट यू माइट नॉट क्लियर और क्लियर, उसके बारे में सोचिए मत. सो दैट विल टेक अवे मोस्ट ऑफ योर फियर्स. सो व्हाट आई हैड थॉट फॉर माई सेल्फ इज, एज आई टोल्ड, आई विल गिव 3 attempts. If I don't clear, then I would have gathered so much of knowledge so that मेरे MBBS के साथ I had so much knowledge to build myself as a better personality. I would have done, no, if I had not got into IAS, I would have done MD, and I would have done something else. I had the whole worldwide opportunities here. I would have done something else. It's all about attitude. है ना? आप कैसे? How will you take this? So don't think about results and failures. Mainly failure will scare you off. Don't think about failures. If you are successful, very good. If you are not successful, also good. You can do much more. So that's how your mentality should be. But once you have got into the preparation, you should always do what is required to be successful. If it doesn't happen, then God has some better plan for you. Trust yourself, trust your parents, trust your teachers, and don't trust anybody else. आपके कोई किसी और मतलब nobody apart from parents, you and your teachers will want good for you. Genuinely, there might be one or very few. I'm not मतलब उनको छोड़ के. So just trust these people. So they will always want good things for you, even if you are successful or not. If तुम IAS बनो या ना बनो, you are same for them. कुछ कोई हाँ. मेडिटेट यार मेरे पास एक ऐप था फिट माइंड करके, फिटनेस माइंड या समथिंग, सो वो यूज करके करता था. यू कैन यूज इट. सो इट्स अ गुड ऐप. 5-10 मिनट्स का दे विल गाइड यू थ्रू द मेडिटेशन. जस्ट पुट एन ईयरफोन एंड आराम से रिलैक्स. बट ट्रस्ट मी, मेडिटेशन हैज हेल्प्ड मी इन दैट व्हेन आई यूज्ड टू फील एंग्शियस. So I used to do meditation 5-10 minutes. You are calm again. You are back into your normal mentally. So I think this is it. So thank you all. I will go down and send them. So wait here for 5 minutes. So they will come. ठीक है? मुझे जाके उनको धक्का मारना पड़ेगा कि जाओ भागो ऊपर जाओ करके. ठीक है? Thank you.
Okay, so hello again. What has been discussed already? Like you can ask questions only, through that we'll discuss. Yes, please. Okay. So strategy for sociology answer writing was very similar to this only. That but everything in detail, like you were building content, but every thinker that you were preparing, every syllabus topic that you were preparing, it has to be in a lot of details. You need to know, what Emile Durkheim has said about suicide. What was his study? What were the results of that study? Like how did he find, how many people did he find, of a particular community who had suicide more than any other community. So you need to go into detail more. So the content part there becomes very relevant. So first I had developed a lot of content. Like I had done personally a coaching also. So using that as base material for paper 2 and paper 1 through other sources like online videos, Nitin Sangwan and everything. I built my own base notes. So these were like paper 1 ke around 110, 120, paper 2 also 110, 100. So these were like 200 some pages, my own self handwritten notes. Every topic had an introduction written there only in those notes. It would have a topic, it would have subtopics and related examples. So once I was done with that content, then I started writing answers. I used to do a lot of previous year questions because that was advised to me. And those previous year questions, I used to develop model answers. So उन model answers को एक दो question तो repeat भी हो जाता है real exam में. But if not, you will have a very ready framework for that topic. इस बार I think role of structural functionalism M.N. Srinivas का directly repeat हो गया था. So that then I एकदम same मैंने लिखा है वहाँ पर. That saved my time also. So doing answer writing, but marks enhancement के लिए वहाँ पर probably facts या examples ना लेके, examples होंगे, facts ना लेके thinkers होंगे बहुत सारा. Like interlinking the thinkers would be relevant. Thank you. So for me, backup didn't come until last year. मैंने सोचा था जब मैंने preparation start करी थी, based on my own aptitude, I was not a topper at any point. So I knew that it would take me time. So I had thought that I'll take like 3 full attempts. like very sincere attempts to this preparation, and then I'll go for a backup. So I did that. After my 4th attempt, which was like my 3rd sincere attempt, I feel, I decided the fields that I wanted to go. One thing was very clear, that I did not want to enter the private sector. And that was also one of my motivation for doing this examination. So I looked at the alternates in the development and the policy space. So development mein there were post-graduation colleges, and since I was coming from commerce, I needed to do a post-graduation something at least to enter the job market. So I had filled in the forms for institutions like Azim Premji University, Ashoka, Tata Institute of Social Sciences, and then there was this Indian School of Public Policy as well, which is in Delhi. So that's how I sorted out, and I gave the exams, and I could make it to like 2 or 3 of them. And I had decided that I would go for most probably Tata Institute of Social Sciences, because that's a reputed one. And I had gotten into their like the good course, which had like a good exposure to the government sector, and they were giving a good package as well. But then I cleared this year's prelims, and I had to go to Delhi for mains. Not even go to Delhi for mains, but to do a post-graduation, I knew that I will continue with my post-graduation study, and one option was Indian School of Public Policy, which was in Delhi. So then I opted for that course. Kisko?
Ethics को.
Do you want to take ethics? For her batch, she had scored like one of the highest in ethics. But ethics ka, there are 3 types of questions that come. One is the theory-based question, the other is the quotation-based question, and the third is case study. Theory mein, the same format, having a structure, dividing the structure, like I was talking about this good governance wala question ka structure there. So how do you like start by defining good governance, then maybe draw something around good governance, like a small flow chart, then deal the other part, and then the next part of the question. Quotation ka I used to face a lot of issue, like how to properly address for that quotation wala question. So usme bhi I decided for myself that usually people used to write paragraphs. I decided that I will again build it down into structure, probably explain the quote in the first paragraph, what is my own understanding, and then divide it into significance in civil administration or something around that quote only, and then write points for it. And case study 15 minutes, template ऐसे 5 मिनट में बताना जरूर possible नहीं है, but I had like 5-6 templates for introduction, going for stakeholders, then telling the options, merits, demerits, everything stays the same. One key difference probably was that when I was writing the course of action for case study, I was going into a lot of details. Like I would consider myself as the district magistrate and write in a format what exactly, rather than saying that, you know, as a district magistrate, I will order for law and order, like maintaining law and order. I will write, I will talk to the SP of the district and try to figure out a solution and probably impose section 144. So these were the details that I was giving in course of action. I think that is very relevant. And the next step, I wouldn't write that I would use social media. I would write, I would probably do a press release and issue a joint statement with media about the actions that I am taking as a district magistrate. So you have to put yourself in the shoes of that, whatever role you have. So I think that was, and putting the ethical theories in case studies is also important. Using that Kant's categorical imperative here, using a virtue theory here, using Mahabharat, Ramayana, everything here also is very important, because I think we miss out on that part. Like there's a case study today. So you can always end, like give a conclusion by saying that according to the virtue theory, courage is one of the most 4 important virtues, and I will show courage and do XYZ action. So once you're writing an option, you're always given a choice that justify why you will take this action, right? There you have a very good chance to tell all your ethical theories and knowledge. So justify it really well that I will do this because according to this ethical thinker, this is important. I will do this because according to Constitution of India, secularism is one of the principles. So justifying what you're doing or what option are you picking, I think that will help. Thank you.
मैम आपकी कौन सी बुक पढ़नी ethics के लिए?
सो एथिक्स के लिए करंटली अभी मार्केट में कोई एक कंसोलिडेटेड सोर्स नहीं है. व्हेन आई स्टार्टेड विच वाज वे बैक, तो तब एक ही मार्केट में नाम था विच वाज लेक्सिकन. सो आई बेस्ड my preparation on that, and then a lot of toppers answer copies. उनसे मैंने बहुत content निकाला. हर copy I used to see what have they written, what diagrams have they used, what are the definitions they have used. So rather than one source, I build it up from the internet, toppers answer copies, websites, just Google searching. Like there was a document of UN, I think, on all of these values, transparency, accountability. So using that, so it was multidimensional.
This was the last wrap-up kind of a thing, where we were just doing a Q&A, quick Q&A with you. If you have any more questions, I'll take it. Yeah. Yes.
कम टाइप का पर्सपेक्टिव आपने कैसे मैनेज किया ऑप्शनल की आंसर राइटिंग, एसे राइटिंग और जनरल स्टडीज का?
सबका हर all the things you mentioned are very important. मतलब answer writing in itself is going to throw up your score and rank. So how to manage? I subscribe to a lot of both these kind of test series. टेस्ट सीरीज का स्केड्यूल ही बहुत रिगरसली फॉलो किया. तो मतलब व्हेन यू नो कि आपको 15 डेज बाद सोशल इश्यूज पे टेस्ट देना है, या फिर किसी भी एक ज्योग्राफी के सेक्शन पे या मॉडर्न इंडियन हिस्ट्री का टेस्ट देना है, तो आप फिर जो चीज़ एक महीने में पढ़ते हो वो आप 15 डेज में अच्छे से कर लेते हो, क्योंकि आपको वो 15th डे पे टेस्ट देना होता है. तो टेस्ट सीरीज रियली हेल्प यू टू कंसोलिडेट वट एवर यू हैव रेड. तो वही है कि फर्स्ट यू फिनिश योर प्रिपरेशन इन इनिशियल अ फ्यू मंथ्स, 5, 6, 7 months, एंड उसके बाद जब आपको लगता है कि एक बेसिक मेरी रीडिंग हो गई है, तो यू कैन जॉइन अ टेस्ट सीरीज. दैट विल रियली बाइंड योर एंटायर प्रिपरेशन. हाँ.
As you always say, the more organized your notes, the more organized your answer will come.
Yes.
And how to make notes being a first year student to write an answer at last year?
Could you hear her? No. So her question was, how do you make notes? So I say, and I have written this in my book, the more organized your notes are, the more organized your answer will be, the better your answer will be. That is what Gunjita was also talking about, कि जो उसके सोशियो के नोट्स थे, फ्रेमवर्क्स थे, वो ऐसे कुछ चोजन फ्रेमवर्क्स थे कि you don't have that writer's block. अगर उससे रिलेटेड कोई भी क्वेश्चन आता है तो you can just throw up that that particular thing that you want to write, that initial introduction. I'm sorry. So you should have those kind of frameworks ready, and उसके लिए notes will help. तो नोट्स कभी भी किसी ऐसी चीज़ के नहीं बनाने हैं जिसको कंप्लीट फिर से पढ़ना है. जैसे लक्ष्मीकांत है, अगर आप उसके नोट्स बनाएंगे तो आपकी फोटोकॉपी हो जानी है, तो उसके नोट्स नहीं बनाने. सम अदर बुक और सम अदर थिंग विच यू फील कि उसके कुछ स्पेसिफिक पॉइंट्स, स्पेसिफिक चैप्टर्स आपके लिए इंपॉर्टेंट है, तो उनको आप बनाइए. एंड इट शुड बी नॉट मोर देन मतलब अगर आपके 50 पेज का चैप्टर है तो 5 to 6 पेज में इट शुड बी रैप्ड अप, अगर आप नोट्स उसको बना रहे हैं तो. और वेरी वेरी पर्सनलाइज नोट होते हैं, क्योंकि कोई कॉन्सेप्ट आपको ईजी लगता है तो आप उसको इलेबोरेट नहीं करोगे. कोई कॉन्सेप्ट किसी को बहुत डिफिकल्ट है तो उसको बहुत डिटेल में हम लिखते चलेंगे. तो नोट्स आर अ वेरी पर्सनलाइज्ड थिंग. क्या फ्रॉम पेपर 1 to paper 2 in optional sociology you have PSIR. How do you connect the thinkers? In PSIR also I think मतलब अब सोशोलॉजी के थिंकर्स में हमारे, क्योंकि GS जो फर्स्ट पार्ट रहता है दैट इज़ अ ग्लोबल पर्सपेक्टिव, एंड दैट इज़ अ पर्सपेक्टिव जब हम थिंकर्स और थियोरेटिकल चीज़ें ज़्यादा पढ़ते हैं. जो हमारा पेपर 2 रहता है उसमें इंडियन कॉन्टेक्स्ट आ जाता है और इंडियन कॉन्टेक्चुअल क्वेश्चंस होते हैं. तो येस यू कैन, कई कबार ऐसा भी होता है कि यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट दुर्खाइम, यू आर ऑल्सो टॉकिंग अबाउट से M.N. श्रीनिवास. मतलब you can do an interlinking, that is definitely there. I actually couldn't get the exact crux that you're asking. You're not audible. Wait. हाँ.
Can someone recite that question? दोबारा से कोई बोल सकता है?
I will repeat your question and tell me if it is right. Okay. So I heard that you're asking whether the paper 1 thinkers and theories can be used in paper 2 and if it is possible in every question. So not in every question, and you have a very different optional. So I think probably you should reach out to the subject expert. But for our optional, the paper 1 thinkers were something like Marx. He's a common thinker and you can easily quote him in paper 2. But more than that, you can quote his theories. Like he had given an Asiatic mode of production for Indian context. So that way you will bring out a linkage, but you will prefer putting out an Indian thinker in a paper 2 topic because that's more related to Indian sociology and it will serve you more, but you can always bring their theories.
We'll take up more general questions, some more general questions which everybody can benefit from. Yeah. सही बात है. तो यार ये इसीलिए ये इतना इम्पॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है और बहुत सब्जेक्टिव क्वेश्चन भी है. हर कोचिंग इंस्टीट्यूट का नोट्स बनाने का अपना एक फ्लेवर होता है. कई बार हम समझते हैं किसी एक इंस्टीट्यूट का वो पूरा ईयर का कंपाइलेशन पढ़ लिया तो हो गया करंट अफेयर्स, बट नहीं, उसमें भी आपको अगर आप एडिटोरियल साथ में पढ़ते हो तभी आपको अच्छे से ग्रिप आती है. तो माय थिंग विल बी कि आप बेसिक एनसीईआरटी से शुरू करो, आप स्टैंडर्ड बुक्स पढ़ो, आप कोचिंग के नोट्स उठाओ, फिर आप एक बार आंसर लिख के देखो. अगर इन 3 चीज पढ़ने के बाद भी आपको आंसर नहीं लिखते बन रहा है, आपको नहीं समझ, आपको ग्रिप नहीं आ रही है उस टॉपिक की, देन गो आउट एंड सी व्हाट एल्स इज अवेलेबल. बट पहले इन 3 चीजों को मास्टर करिए. अगर इन 3 चीजों को पढ़ने के बाद भी यू फील कि मेरे पास ये आंसर अटेम्प्ट करने का कंटेंट नहीं है या मुझे कॉन्टेक्स्ट मतलब नहीं आ रहा है समझ में कि मैं इसमें कैसे वो करूं, तब यू गो आउट फॉर सम अदर सोर्स, है ना. तो इट इज़ वेरी पर्सनल कि आप उस चीज़ से क्या वो करे हो. एक बुक हम सब पढ़ रहे हैं, बट हमारा सबका इंटरप्रिटेशन अलग होता है उससे. तो इसीलिए पहले इन 3 चीज़ों को फिनिश करिए. अगर आप कुछ टॉपिक्स रहेंगे जिसमें आपको लगेगा कि आपको फिल इन करने की आवश्यकता है, पर कुछ टॉपिक्स हैं जिसमें केवल कोचिंग के नोट्स और स्टैंडर्ड बुक पढ़ लिया तो आपका हो जाएगा. तो वो जो कुछ टॉपिक्स हैं वो हर पर्सन के लिए अलग अलग हो सकते हैं. तो उन स्पेसिफिक टॉपिक्स को आप आइडेंटिफाई करके उसमें आप अपने एडिशनल सोर्सेज से वर्क कर सकते हैं. हाँ.
How can you manage your time with your college, especially from engineering background and especially from LNCTN?
Yeah, LNCTN, fellow LNCTN. Yes, we LNCTNs and a lot of other colleges in Bhopal have this issue that we have to wear uniform to college and we have to, fulfill the attendance criteria. So a very uncollegey experience, but true as that. So the only thing that you can do is manage your time very well in these kind of situations where we are managing our preparation with our college or our job or anything. हमारा 2 चीज़ important है, आपका time management और आपका proper planning आप कैसे कर रहे हो. तो we all have 24 hours, उसमें आप कैसे consistently 4 to 5 hours निकाल पा रहे हो per day for 1 year, that is important. तो स्क्वीज आउट टाइम. अगर आप आते जाते हिंदू पढ़ सकते हो, मतलब आप एडिटोरियल पढ़ सकते हो, आप सुबह कॉलेज जा रहे हो तब पढ़ लो, वापस आ रहे हो तब पढ़ लो. आपको अगर ब्रेक मिल रहा है 1 घंटे का तो उसमें आधा घंटा खाना खा के आधा घंटा पढ़ाई कर लो. कोई अगर आपको 1 लेक्चर फ्री मिल रहा है उसमें आप मत मस्ती करो, आप पढ़ लो, है ना. आई यूज टू कैरी दे जो यहाँ से कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन के एक छोटा सा बेयर एडिशन मिलता है KSG से, वो आई यूज टू कैरी एवरी डे टू कॉलेज. मैंने भी गेट अ फ्री पार्ट, जस्ट खोला, एक आर्टिकल ढूंढा, एक आर्टिकल पढ़ने में 5 मिनट लगते हैं. तो यू नो सॉर्ट ऑफ दीज थिंग्स, कुछ ऐसे चंक्स रखो अपने पास जो जब फ्री टाइम मिले आप फटाफट पढ़ सको. लेकिन उसके बाद फिर 3-4 घंटे का एक अच्छा स्लॉट होना चाहिए आपके पास जिसमें आप सारी चीज़ें कंसोलिडेट कर सको. हाँ. There is no perfect optional, first of all, and second of all, ऑप्शनल चूजिंग में 2-4 क्राइटेरिया होते हैं. फर्स्ट थिंग ये होता है कि आपको मतलब मेरे लिए फर्स्ट ये रहेगा कि मुझे पढ़ना क्या पसंद है, क्योंकि आप जो चीज़ ऑप्शनल चूज करोगे दैट यू विल हैव टू स्टडी टिल द मास्टर्स लेवल ऑफ दैट. जैसे सोशियो पढ़ रहे हो तो MA सोशियो तक का सिलेबस पढ़ना पड़ेगा. इंजीनियरिंग ले रहे हैं तो बेसिक आपका ग्रेजुएशन लेवल तो आपको पढ़ना ही है. मेडिकल साइंस में भी एज नागार्जुन वाज टेलिंग यू इट्स वेरी वास्ट, बट द क्वेश्चन इज वेदर यू लाइक रीडिंग दैट. विल यू बी एबल टू स्पेंड टाइम विद दोज बुक्स और नॉट. तो पहला क्राइटेरिया कौन सा जो पसंद है. सेकेंड है कि उसके लिए कोई गाइडेंस अवेलेबल है क्या. आप कोई ऐसा ऑप्शनल पढ़ रहे हो जिसके मतलब नोबडी हैज़, आपके नियर एनवायरमेंट में या ऑनलाइन आपको या ऑफलाइन आपको कोई गाइडेंस नहीं मिल रहा है, तो यू कैन सॉर्ट ऑफ कीप इट एज अ लो इन योर चॉइस वाला वो है ना। और उसके बाद स्कोरिंग को बहुत ज़्यादा क्राइटेरिया आप मत बनाइए। हर बार कोई ऑप्शनल अच्छा स्कोर करता है तो हमें लगता है कि वो ऑप्शनल ले लिया जाए, बट आई पर्सनली फील कि आपके पास गाइडेंस अवेलेबल होना चाहिए और आपको अच्छा इंटरेस्ट होना चाहिए उसको पढ़ने में, दैट शुड बी सफिशिएंट। हाँ, yeah, there's a whole lot of sources available, and I have my own video on YouTube, so you can just sort of go into that. Some other general question which everybody can benefit, and then we can wrap the session off. Yeah. वो जो बोल रहे हो ना सेकेंड पार्ट में, वो करना है. वी हैव टू मेक अ लिटिल बिट, यू हैव टू डू दैट, बट यू कैन यूज योर नॉलेज. अब जैसे आज फैमिलीज वाला एक क्वेश्चन आपको पुटअप हुआ था, what is the role of family in as a social institution and how does it evolve. तो सोशियो ऑप्शनल वाले पर्सन के लिए डेफिनेटली वो क्वेश्चन ईजी था. उसके पास फ्रेमवर्क्स थे, उसको पता है कि सोशल इंस्टीट्यूशन को डिफाइन कैसे करते हैं, एंड उसने पढ़ा है कि ग्लोबलाइजेशन का अलग अलग इंस्टीट्यूशंस पे क्या असर पड़ता है. तो ऑब्वियसली आपकी जो पकड़ रहेगी एज अ सोशियो ऑप्शनल पर्सन भी बेटर. और आप मतलब मेरा कहना है आप जीएस में थिंकर्स कोट मत करिए, पर आप थ्योरीज कोट कर सकते हैं. तो थ्योरेटिकल एस्पेक्ट्स आप कोट कर सकते हैं, भले ही आपने किसी का नाम नहीं लिया, बट कि ये मैनिफेस्ट फंक्शन होता है और ये लेटेंट फंक्शन होता है, लेकिन वो दोनों फंक्शंस आपके पास रेडी हैं दिमाग में, तो वो आप जरूर यूज करिए अपने आंसर को स्ट्रेंथन करने के लिए, है ना. we'll wrap it up, and yeah, one last hand because you raised before I turned here. Yeah. हाँ, बिल्कुल यार, सबके साथ होता है. कंटेंट में इनिशियली सब लोग लॉस्ट फील करते हैं. मैं आपको वही बता रही हूँ, आपके 50 शुरू के आंसर्स एकदम गंदे हैं. आप जब उसको 2 साल बाद उठा के देखोगे, आप बोलोगे क्या कचरा लिखा है मैंने, पर वो 50 कचरा आंसर्स लिखने हैं. द प्रॉब्लम इज वी नेवर राइट दोज 50 बैड आंसर्स एंड फील कि अब आगे मुझसे नहीं हो पा रहा है. आप वो 50 बैड आंसर्स लिखिए, आपका जो 51st आएगा वो डेफिनेटली उन 50 आंसर्स से बेटर रहेगा. तो यहाँ पे की प्रैक्टिस की है. आप एक बार समझ गए हो कि मुझे स्ट्रक्चर देना है, कंटेंट क्या देना है और प्रेजेंटेशन मुझे क्या देना है, तो इन तीनों का कॉम्बिनेशन करके आप आंसर्स धीरे धीरे लिखना शुरू करिए. पीयर इवैल्यूएशन कर सकते हैं या टेस्ट सीरीज ज्वाइन कर सकते हैं, उससे डेफिनेटली आपका धीरे धीरे आंसर राइटिंग विल इम्प्रूव. And I wish you all the very best. Do great. We'll see you again. Thank you.
Thank you so much. एक और चीज आपको मैं बता दूं, देखो, one day is reserved for everyone, है ना. किसी ने कहा, I don't know who said, कि आपका सक्सेसफुल दिन एक दिन है, पर उस दिन को जीने के लिए आज का दिन और ऐसे कई खराब दिन जीने पड़ेंगे. जो इन्होंने 50 आंसर बोला, वो जीवन का सार यही है. एंड थैंक यू सो मच फॉर दीज 2 बेगम्स. जैसा अर्जुन ने बोला कि दे विदाउट एनी गॉबल डिगूक समझते हैं आप, ऑफिशियल जार्गन्स, उसके बिना आसान भाषा में आपको इन्होंने समझाया. उसके लिए मैं आपकी तरफ से इनको धन्यवाद देता हूं, पूरी केएसजी की तरफ से इनको धन्यवाद देता हूं, और आपके जज्बे को भी सलाम करता हूं कि आप बैठ करके लिख रहे हैं. काबिले तारीफ बात है, बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हैं आप लोग. वन डे मेनी ऑफ यू विल बी हेयर, और आप ऊपर भी पहुंचे, कैप्सेक तक बने. मेरी आप सबको ये शुभकामनाएं है. आई ऑल्सो थैंक माई एंटायर केएसजी टीम जिन्होंने ये ऑर्गेनाइज किया है, एंड गॉड ब्लेस यू ऑल.